Rovers linked with a championship striker. Goodness gracious me, who am I talking about? He's an Aussie or a Scot, depending on how you look at it, and he's coming at you next. That's right, folks, back once again with another video. Today is all about Blackburn Rovers transfer talk, and I'm talking about a championship striker linked with Blackburn Rovers. Who am I talking about? We'll get into it, all of it, in a second. Of course, if you're new, where you been, smash your subscribe and you want to stop for Blackburn Rovers is right here under 1 week. It's not Shark Week, it's Rumour Week. We've been doing Blackburn Rovers rumours all week, and we got a couple more coming at you the rest of the week. So make sure you smash the like, smash your subscribe, and again, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons, you know who you are. But anyway, I am on the road still, with, so just bear with me. Yeah, there have been links with defenders. We do know that we are lacking in the attacking department, but finally some rumours of talk, or at least inquiries, have been made for a championship striker. Who is it? Well, let's take a little look at him. Here he comes. And it's a familiar name. That's right, it's Lyndon Dykes. That's right, coming at you from QP. Now this is hot off the press from Football League World by James Barker. Go find him. Go find him. What you doing? He's actually taken a link. Don't read it too much because one of them other links is what we're going to talk about probably tomorrow. Alan Nixon via Patreon has suggested it. So who is Lyndon Dykes? Well, I'm going to hopefully talk about him in a minute because he's actually a player we've been linked with in the past. So let's jump into the old vortex, if I can find it, wherever you are, and take a closer look at him. Because is he the answer? Is he the answer to Rovers' problems up top? Well, the jury is out on Lyndon Dykes. Here he is, tats and all, every one of them. He's probably the most tattooed footballer. If there's an award for that, him and Edison are up there. Anyway, here he comes. 28 years of age, good age. Of course, plays for Scotland. He did represent Australia for a little bit, but he was, of course, he was born in the Gold Coast of Australia. Contract does expire in 2026, so I don't know how on earth we're going to fund this deal or get this off the ground, but that is interesting. So we'll maybe dig deep into that one in a second. This is, of course, his playing positions over the course of his career, predominantly down the middle, but he is not afraid to go on the left or the right, or even as a second striker as well. So a good versatile forward is what you're going to get with Lyndon Dykes. Chipping in with around about 60-some goals, and also very handy in the assist departments. What I do say, and I've not got the graphic, he is a penalty king. That's right. Here he is representing the Tartan Army, of course, with his stats for this season. 41 games played, 31 starts, averaging 68 minutes per game. Just chipping in with 6 goals in a QPR season, which was a bit frustrating, just like ourselves. Scoring frequency, 461 minutes per game, or goal, or whatever. Goal conversion, just 10%. Scored the 6 goals. He scored 2 with his head, 1 with his left, 3 with his right. Versatile. That's what we're talking about. Just the 1 assist this season. And again, disappointing season in 1. Passing. Success rate, not the greatest. Look at those woeful numbers. 59% success rate passing, 71% in his own half, 52% in the opposition half, and a 50-50 rate with his long ball passing as well. As for his discipline, that's where, of course, a sticky wicket. He's got 8 yellows, no reds, though, for his season with QPR. Here he is in the all black gear. Looks pretty dapper, doesn't he? Besides the tats. Tats are very much in your face. As you can see, he was valued once at 4 million. Now, he has been a player linked with Rovers time and time again. It's it feels like the recruitment team are just going through the filing cabinet for the past couple of years. Oh, Lyndon Dykes, let's go have a look at him again. You know what I mean? It just feels like the same shite gets dribbled out here and there and everywhere. Get somebody new in. Why don't we have a look at someone else? You know, we're going to be linked with Raki Saki's another one, year in, year out, linked with him. You know, there's players that just constantly get linked. And again, we have been linked with him in the past. My opinion then, has it changed to now? Well, we'll talk about that at the end. Let's, of course, compare these two forwards, our current striker, senior striker, up against what would be his compatriot, or as he is replacement. Well, let's have a little look. Sorry, I'm flip-flopping like a lunatic. Here you go then, of course. Gallagher does rock a 193 frame compared to that of a 188 frame of Lyndon Dykes. They're very similar age. There's only a couple of weeks between them. Gallagher is slightly older compared to that of Lyndon Dykes. Both right-footed, both playing that centre forward category, but also can play on the left and a little bit on the right if you so choose. As for the statistics, 65 goals scored by Gallagher over the course of 348 games. Dykes, though, trumps him at least by 7 or 8 goals there in lesser games, 335. So he's averaging a goal every 353 minutes. How does that work out? Compared to the 334 of Sam Gallagher. I'm not sure why that is that. So low. Let's take a look at the championship per goal then. 329 minutes per goal for Lyndon Dykes compared to that of 342 of Sam Gallagher. So Gallagher may have scored more in the championship than Dykes, but Lyndon Dykes has played 100 or so games less than that of Sam Gallagher as well. Quick look at the stats then on this one. I think the blue is Sam Gallagher on here, so attacking it goes in favour of Sam Gallagher. I think pretty much Sam Gallagher trumps Lyndon Dykes overall. So that's where the statisticians are at with this one. It looks like Sam Gallagher is still the better player, same age, you know. Again, hey, this is where I'm at. It doesn't appear to have much going on for Rovers at the moment in regards to senior names or players of a championship experience that could help the team. That's what we need. We are desperate for the 27, the 28, 29, 30-some-year-old players to come into this young squad and give us that experience. This guy does fit that category. I will say that for sure. It does, you know, I can only be in a world. I would be happy. The only way I'd see this being a good deal is if we keep Sam Gallagher and Lyndon Dykes. I think the pair of them, not necessarily on the field at the same time, do provide a little bit of diversity, a little bit of change in regards to our playing style with both of them. I don't want to be in a scenario where we get rid of Sam Gallagher and bring in Lyndon Dykes as his replacement. That is not for me. We need a striker. This guy, of course, not really. He ain't no Alan Shearer, ain't no Chris Sutton, he ain't no Rocky Santa Cruz. He'll chip in with a handful of goals, just like Sam Gallagher has chipped in with a handful of goals. And is he the answer? Is he the long-term answer for our strikers' problems? No, but he definitely adds experience, know-how, and of course, been there, seen there, and done it sort of mentality as well. If you ask a QPR fan, what they think about Lyndon Dykes, about this potential, they'd be. I think they got a similar response to that of the majority, or a key, at least a significant chunk of our fans, basically saying, I'll drive him there myself. So I think a lot of QPR fans wouldn't be too bothered if Lyndon Dykes left. Same can be said for Sam Gallagher and a lot of our Rovers fans' opinions, I think. But for me, if the numbers match and we can get him on a good deal, hey, at this moment, I'd rather have senior pros like Liam Cooper, Lyndon Dykes coming in to add to this team rather than us picking up 17, 18, 20-year-olds who on loan. You know what I mean? We need players for the long haul, committed to the badge, committed to the project, not here for a season or so. So if we can get the numbers right, it'll do. It'll do for me. I'm not going to be doing backflips. It's not going to get me off my seat with excitement, Lyndon Dykes. No disrespect. I will be fist pumping, of course, when he converts a penalty or two, but he's not a wow factor player. That's what we need. So if this is in addition to something special, then yes, so be it. Otherwise, let's keep the money and put it into the back pocket for somebody else. That's my take. What are your take? Let me know down below. We go again, guys, this week. Lots of Romers links as well, of maybe even players going out. We'll take a little look at it, all of it, of course, this week. But until then, subscribe, smash like. Until then, guys and gals, we are done.